What's up, my friend? I know it's been a while since we've done one of these, but it is time to get back to it. You read the title, it's a lunch and learn, and today we're going to be discussing the top mistakes that I see people making with their health. So as you come in the room, you start to fill it up. I want to know how you're feeling today. Let's get the housekeeping out of the way. If you're feeling great and fantastic, drop a 7 in the comments. If you need some upliftment, you want to feel some love and light, drop a 3 in the comments, and everybody here will collectively send you that love and light. So while we do this lunch and learn, today we're going to be making a watermelon, lime, and mint juice. Don't mind these beet greens and apples. This is another juice I'm going to make in a minute. But as you all put those numbers in, and I can see how my family rocking with me today, I see some 7s. All right, I see Corey Bryan needs some love and light. Sending it your way, family. I see some 7s, so I see most everybody feeling pretty good out there today. So today, as I mentioned, we're going to be making this good old watermelon, lime, and mint juice. So let's talk about that really quickly before we get into the topic, because I know someone's going to ask, what is the benefit of watermelon, lime, and mint juice? Well, I just finished my workout. All right, Ryan from the West Side feeling all kind of ways. I feel you. That's all right. We can feel that kind of way. I see them 7s coming in. Thank you for the words of encouragement. I appreciate that. I'm glad the knowledge is accepted. Trying to work through a total knee replacement. Okay, you got that, family. You got that. You can do it. You can do it. So, what are we talking about? Let's talk about this watermelon, lime, and mint juice real quick before we get into the mistakes. All right. Hey. So watermelon is a great juice to rehydrate the body and to get the blood flowing, because it has something inside that helps the body create nitric oxide. Nitric oxide dilates your blood vessels. That means it makes them open more so more blood can flow through it. It also is chock full of nutrients and electrolytes. So after a workout, this is super good to help move those nutrients through your body, refill the cells, hit those muscles to rehydrate your body after that strenuous workout and get those nutrients flowing so you can get those gains going. Now that we've talked about that, let me get my table clear and we can get to work. So, one of these days I'm going to buy me a bigger knife for when I'm doing watermelon, but I don't have one right now. So, what are the 3 mistakes? Because I've seen 3 common mistakes over my 5 years of helping people with their health. And the 3 mistakes that I see most people making, and I want you all to take note because I'm going to say all 3 of them quick and then we'll break them down individually. The first mistake that I see people making with their health is the overconsumption of processed foods. The second mistake that I see people making with their health is lack of movement, lack of activity. The third mistake that I see people making with their health, and this one is just as important as the other one, is a total lack of regard for their mental health and managing their stress and their anxiety. So those are the 3 top mistakes that people are making with their health. They're over-consuming processed foods, they're not moving enough, and they're not managing their mental health. These 3 issues alone combine to make the health epidemic that we have. 10 of the top killers in America of adults are lifestyle diseases: heart disease, diabetes, heart attack, respiratory issues. Okay? So your health is important. And we're not going to go to the catastrophe of life ending. Let's just talk about the drudgery of what life is like living with disease. What does it feel like having to stick yourself with an EpiPen, not an EpiPen, with one of those insulin pens every single day? That can't feel good. Just prick your finger every single day and then have to take this shot or take this pill. Think about the neuropathy, the pain that comes with it, the lack of movement. Think of how many events that you missed. So if you are dealing with one of these mistakes, comment the word me to get help. Post, pin. All right. Where can I find the watermelon with seeds? So I found this particular watermelon with seeds at a local grocery store here in South Florida. However, you don't necessarily need watermelons with seeds. All right, so comment the word me if you need help with this, and I will send you a link to a course that I created to help you fix these 3 problems. All 3 of these problems are addressed in this course. So let's talk about the problems again. The first problem is the overconsumption of processed foods. Why does this negatively affect your health? Processed foods. Let's first break that down. What is a processed food? Because some people have misunderstandings of what a processed food is. And this watermelon is massive. And I'm only going to use half of it right now. The other half will be cut up to go into food, to be eaten. All right, so what is processed foods? Processed foods are when a food company or these food-like substances are created where they take the components of several whole foods, break them down into their chemical components, and then mix all of those chemical components back together to create something new. To give you an example of processed foods, I like to use the potato. The potato is the perfect example of something that can go from a whole food to highly processed in no time. Sorry, I had to do a quick little flavor check. And this watermelon is busting. So quick little side note, if you want to know how to pick a watermelon, if you look at the bottom of this thing had a massive white and yellow spot. This is how you know that a watermelon is good and sweet. When you see these type of veins and variations in the veins, that's how you know it's going to be tasty. So the sweeter it is, the bigger that white spot at the bottom is going to be. All right, now back to it. Processed foods, talking about and using the potato as an example to demonstrate what a processed food is compared to non-processed foods. Damn, this thing is good. I'm trying to get back focused here in a second. Just bear with me, because this thing is really good. Okay. Bring the trash can closer. Don't have to deal with that for long distances. So, a potato. You can take a potato and you know what a potato looks like, right? You know what a potato looks like. That's a whole food. That is something as close to its original form as possible. So you can take that same potato and you can bake it. Now it's a baked potato, whole food. Take that same potato, you can slice it real thin, put a little oil on top of it, put it in the oven, and now you've just created potato chips. A little bit more processed than a baked potato, right? Now you can take this same potato, you can dry it out, you can put it in a blender, turn it into dust or flour. After you get that flour, you take that flour, you mix it with some seasonings, you mix it with some chemicals, you mix it with some orange color, and then you spit out this little triangle-shaped thing called a Dorito. That's ultra processed because you've taken all of the nutrients and all of the fiber out of the food. These are the problems with the ultra processed foods. The ultra processed foods do not have fiber and they are lacking in nutrients. And in order for you to maintain good and quality health, you need fiber and you need nutrients. Why is that? Because when you get hungry, you don't get hungry because your body just wants sustenance and wants to be filled. You get hungry because your body and your cells, more specifically, are looking for nutrients. They're looking for the energy that they need to be able to function at their capacity. Now, if I keep eating this watermelon, I ain't gonna never juice none of it. But That's okay too. As long as it's getting in my body. So, the biggest mistake, or one of the biggest mistakes that people are making, and it's not completely their fault. The system is designed to push us to eat and overconsume these processed foods. Most people today are having to work 2 and 3 jobs. Most people today are running crazy with kids and activities. Not many people are spending time in their kitchen preparing their foods. So the system is designed intentionally for you to rely on these ultra-processed foods because they know how poor it's going to create your health. And so now the pharmaceutical companies and the medical industry gets to make all of this money off of you. But you can avoid that by making changes to what you're eating. The second mistake that people are making, and I can go a whole lot deeper into why processed foods are a problem. But I don't think we got to keep going that deep on that. Man, this watermelon is good. The second mistake that people are making when it comes to their health is lack of movement and daily activity. Even if you have a job that requires you to do a lot of movement, that's still not enough because you're doing that movement every day. It's not likely that you're burning enough calories or you're building the muscle required to maintain the life that you want. This is fantastic. Okay. Get back on track, Robert. Stay on track. Do I even have... Okay. Well, I have checked. I still got 2 juices made in the refrigerator that I need to make sure get drank today. So I don't want to make too much watermelon juice. Okay. I got sidetracked. I apologize. Sure you can. All right. Sidetracked. Lack of movement. Why is lack of movement a problem for you? Lack of movement is a problem because when you don't move your body, your lymphatic system, we're going to talk about the lymphatic system before we start talking about calories and all this other stuff. Your lymphatic system becomes blocked and stagnant. Well, what is your lymphatic system and why is it important for it to be moving? Your lymphatic system is the waste management system of your body. The lymphatic system removes the cellular waste from different and various parts of your body and moves it through to the digestive system so that it can be eliminated. So your lymphatic system is what's responsible for removing toxins, fighting disease and infection and bacteria. Your lymphatic system is designed to keep you healthy. It is what's responsible for your immune response. However, if you're not moving, your lymphatic system is not working because the only way to activate the lymphatic system is through movement. And somebody's going to get in the comment section and say, what about lymphatic massage? Well, when you think about it, massage is still movement. It's just movement that somebody else is doing and acting upon you. So there goes that. So this is one of the main reasons why lack of movement is a big problem in affecting your health. The second reason is that it is affecting your circulatory and your cardiovascular system. Because you don't move around as much, these systems have become weakened and now they are overstrained. So they have to work harder to do their job. Think about it. If there was a blockage at work right now for you doing your job, I know most of y'all are sitting at work watching me. If there was something blocking you from doing your job, how much more energy would you have to use in order to do it? I got a mop now. Just making a mess over here. But don't mind me. This thing's good. Okay, there we got enough watermelon cut up now. Let's sit this over here. Man, I think it's time to give this thing a little rinse off before I be having watermelon juice all over the place. And I still dropped it all over the place. Way to go. Give me 1 second while I reset and clean up a few sections here. Cause I don't like working in a dirty kitchen. And I just made a mess bigger than what I wanted to. Bear with me one moment. Gotta get this juice up off the floor. Pick the juice up off the floor. Alright, enough of me being crazy. Lack of movement. Why is this a problem for you? Also, it's a problem because lack of movement in today's world leads to this thing called obesity. Obesity is a problem because it is the accumulation of excess fat. Excess fat around the arteries, again, creates heart disease. Excess fat around the organs creates additional problems. So I heard the white part of the watermelon is just as good for you. Yes, the whole part of the watermelon is good. The whole part of the watermelon don't taste good, but it is good for you. So how can you incorporate and fix more movement? Because I went over, did I tell you how to incorporate and fix more, over consuming foods? Look at me, getting all excited, starting to rush my speech again. Get back into your mode. There we go, coach. All right. So, in order to correct movement, you just have to do it. You have to get up and move more. Now, again, if you need help fixing any of these 3 issues that most people are making with their health, comment the word me so you can get help. I created a course that will teach you how to fix each of these issues. Now, the third mistake, and this has to be one of the biggest mistakes that people are making, and this is not managing their mental health. And why is that a mistake? Because if you're not managing your stress and your anxiety, it's going to lead to a major breakdown, a mental breakdown. I've been trying, but I still need to lose these excess fat. Well, Calm Collective, comment the word me, and let's get you the course. And if the course isn't enough, we can do one-on-one coaching for you. I have solutions for you based off of with the level of service that you feel you need and where you are in your journey. So this course that I keep talking about is called the Going Plant-Based Made Simple course. However, it is more than just a course about eating. That is the major component, but I know that these other 2 mistakes are people are dealing with, so I address them in the course as well. Is that mint? Yes, sir. That is mint. So this juice that we're making today is watermelon, lime, and mint. We're making watermelon, lime, and mint. So that's mint, that's lime, and here go a whole ton of watermelon. I could probably do this. Just picked it up. All right, so the 3 common mistakes that people are making with their health are 1, the overconsumption of processed foods. 2 is the lack of daily movement. And 3 is not managing their mental health and stress. The number 1 way to improve your health is to start by eating nutrient-rich foods. Is watermelon juice good for diabetes? Yes, it is. What are nutrient-rich foods, you're going to ask me? Nutrient-rich foods are whole foods that come from plants, or foods that have been minimally processed, meaning that they have very few ingredients, and the ingredients that are in it were whole foods that you can still pronounce. Okay? The way that you correct the second mistake that people are making, which is lack of movement, is to get active every day. Whether it be dancing, skating, walking, or what I prefer, strength training at home with calisthenics and resistance bands. You don't need a gym membership. You don't need fancy equipment to get up and get your body movement. For those that don't like any of those, put on your favorite music and dance until you're sweating like crazy. What model juicer am I using? This is a Nama J2. It is my favorite juicer that I've had yet. As you can see, there's another one up there behind me. Oh, that thing is almost full. Y'all wasn't even gonna tell me. It's the Nama J2. You click the link in my bio and get you one if you want. So we talked about movement. Now let's talk about this third problem that people deal with, and that's managing their stress. Here I am making more of a mess. I'm really gonna have to get my house cleaned over here. Really doesn't. You manage your stress in a couple different ways. The ways that I have found to be the most beneficial and the easy for people to incorporate is breath work and journaling. Breath work and journaling are going to give you several benefits. The breath work, one, is going to bring you and get you in tune with your body. Two, it resets your nervous system and gets you ready and prepared for anything. There's a lot of comments I see I missed, so I'll come back to them in a second. Let me get this thing going again. Get this thing poured out so I don't make more of a mess. And I think I need to go buy more mason jars. I need to go buy more mason jars because I am out of space. So let me stop that right there for now. Let me come around here and let's get into some of these comments. So the answer to the question of what are the mistakes, the first mistake that people are making with their health. Let me come back over here, see. So the first mistake that people are making with their health is the overconsumption of processed foods. The second mistake that people make with their health is lack of a daily exercise and movement. The third mistake is not handling their mental stress. The way that you correct these three are: one, by eating nutrient-rich foods; two, incorporating body weight at-home exercises into your daily routine; and three, using journaling or breath work to help relax and regulate your nervous system. If you need help, if you're like, Coach, I hear everything you're saying, it sounds good, I don't know where to start. I don't know where to start. I created a course for you. Comment the word "me" and I will send you a link so you can get the help you deserve. The course is a series of videos. It has a meal plan, has workouts, it has everything you need. Yes, watermelon in the blender. I would not blender watermelon. I eat it whole because it's great to eat and the meat of the fruit. Yeah, it's great. I'm not juicing the whole thing. However, I want watermelon juice because the juice is fantastic as well. So I answered the juicer question. Is watermelon good for diabetes? Yes, it is. Yes, that's mint. I am amazing. Thank you. I've been trying, but I still need to lose weight. We talked about that. Is watermelon good for diabetic patients? Yes. Yes, it is. All fruit is good for diabetic patients. There is no fruit that you should avoid. Okay, so I think I've caught up with all the comments. So now that I've answered all of the questions, now that I've gone over all the information, let's get some questions answered because I know somebody has one. So you can ask questions about the three mistakes because we're going to limit this. Because I'm not answering just any, and I'm not answering specific questions about your situation, what I want to be able to do, or about anything off topic that we're talking about today. So limit your questions to one of the three mistakes. You're dealing with one of the three mistakes and don't know how to overcome it, or you have questions about the plant-based meal plan, about the Going Plant-Based course. Kindly, your next video, please give me the best juice for a colon cancer patient. There is no best juice for a colon cancer patient. There's a whole regimen that they would need to be focused on. So that's one of the things that some people, one of the issues that I have with this industry is people try to give one size fits all type of solutions, and it doesn't work, especially with something as serious as cancer. Cancer needs to be a multi-tiered approach where you're attacking and reducing the amount of toxins that the individual is coming into, feeding their bodies the best and most nutrient-rich foods. So there's so much that goes into helping somebody reverse and heal cancer. I would not feel comfortable giving just a single juice saying, hey, yeah, this will help. Now, all juices will be beneficial for them because it's giving them a shot of nutrients. But there is no one I'm going to say, hey, yeah, do this one instead. Now that I've said that, what questions do you have about the Going Plant-Based Made Simple course, or about one of the 3 mistakes that people make with their health? I've said all I gotta say. Now I'm answering questions. If you don't have any questions, this live is over. Because we've lunched, we've learned, and now it's time for me to actually make some food. One of the beautiful things about watermelon, it sure enough creates a lot of juice. So for those that are just joining this live, we were talking about the 3 mistakes that people make with their health. The first mistake is the overconsumption of processed foods. The second mistake, the lack of daily exercise. The third mistake is not managing their mental health, not managing their stress or anxiety. What are you making? We made juice. We made watermelon, lime, and mint juice. Question, is the white part good too? The white part has health benefits. The white part does not taste good. The white part is actually one of the highest concentrations of the lycopene inside of watermelon. Eating watermelon is great for blood flow. It's great for men with ED issues. It's great for women's vaginal health, making sure everything stays nice and moist. Can eating seeds from an apple kill cancer cells? I've never heard that, and I wouldn't say yes. However, there are things like moringa and soursop that are very beneficial at depriving cancer cells and killing them. But I've never heard anything about eating apple seeds. And again, I try to limit these questions to today's topic or the course. So today's topic was the 3 common mistakes that people make with their health. If you're struggling with one of these mistakes, comment the word me, and let's get you some help. If you have a question about how you can stop making these mistakes, because if I could just get this one question answered, I'd be good. Now is your chance to answer questions, because I typically charge $150 an hour for a consultation to answer your questions about your health. So now is your opportunity to get it for free. And I'm not gonna keep asking y'all to ask me a question, because if I don't see no questions, I'm gonna just get off of here so I can go eat. You dig? Now let's make us a nice glass of this here juice. Let's stir it back up some. Get everything mixed and blend it back up, right? I put vinegar in my watermelon thinking that I'm killing germs. Is that good? So I wouldn't put vinegar in my watermelon. I would have put the vinegar on the outside to clean it. But anything that's inside of your watermelon is already inside of it. Woo-wee! That is going to be refreshing, especially once it get cold. I finally got the blend right. Got the right amount of mint. Got the right amount of lime. Woo! That's fantastic. What is the white part again? The white part it's healthy. It has an ingredient or a chemical in it called lycopene, and it helps with blood flow. It helps relieve ED in men, and it helps with vaginal wetness. Do you remove the seeds of the watermelon before juicing? No. The juicer does all of that for me. So this is what the pulp looks like. All of those black parts are the seeds. Do you remove the seeds? No, I don't. Don't worry about that. What's the mix you're juicing? Today we made watermelon, lime, and mint. And this thing is fantastic tasting right now. I probably should make a little bit more mint in there. So, if you're dealing with health issues, you can change it. You're not stuck or relegated to being on drugs for the rest of your life. You're not stuck on having to stick yourself if you're dealing with diabetes. These things can be reversed. However, it is going to take effort on your part. No one is coming to save you. You're going to have to save yourself. The industry, the system is designed with the intention of you being sick so that they can make the most profit. They profit off of you by selling you these food-like substances that they know are going to deteriorate your health. Then they push you over to the medical industry so that they can get money out of you while also raising your insurance rates. And then they pawn you off on the pharmaceutical companies that now you're stuck with them for life. Is it advisable to drink clove and cinnamon water daily? Yes, I wouldn't see a problem with that. But if you want to reverse your diabetes, I would say get this course. It would be a great step. If you feel like you need an entire coaching program, DM me and we can talk about that. Just want to mention that I did meet my goal weight and have still been incorporating all your tips. There we go. Hey, Miriam, what is up? Now I see who that is. So Miriam, y'all, is one of my previous clients that did my 90-day program. And she just told me man, let's get a screenshot of that. Love that, love that, love that. Miriam reached her goal weight and she keeping it incorporating the tips. Yep, and yep. Down to 135. Hey, let me get over here. You know how we used to do. Hey. So when I say vaginal wetness, I mean as in the viscosity, as in like when you guys want things to be wet, not just random wetness for the sake of being wetness. So when I talk about vaginal health, I mean that things are going to be healthier because you have the right pH balance, because you have all of the right juices in all of the right time and all of the right amounts. So that's what I mean by that. When I say vaginal juices, I mean when you want it to be wet, it will be. I need a top. And I need to go buy more half-gallon juice containers or mason jars because I am out. And I got herbs to pack away. So I hope this was helpful. If you feel like you need some personalized help or you need more information to help you make your change into eating more nutrient-rich foods, into incorporating movement into your day, the Going Plant-Based Made Simple course was designed for you. It is a series of videos that teach you and go over the information of why, how, and what to do. Well, what and how to do it. And then, because I know information without implementation is useless, I give you a 30-day meal plan that tells you exactly what to eat, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I give you the recipes to make those meals. and I give you the grocery list to get everything that you need to prepare them. All of the meals are 30 minutes or less because I'm busy and I expect you will be too. So I don't expect you to be in the kitchen 2-3 hours a day every single day. That's unreasonable. On top of those two, the course also includes follow along at home bodyweight workout videos, 30 minutes. The course also includes my Southern Sunday Dinner Made Vegan recipe book because I enjoy comfort food, so I figured you will too. So baked mac and cheese, fried oyster mushrooms, collard greens, cornbread, all of that good stuff is in there. On top of that, there's the plant-based cheat sheets because everything that you watch in the videos you won't remember, so it's good to have a downloadable resource that you can look at and quick reference on your phone. So it's 13 different cheat sheets that will help you remember the information that you need, and it'll be a go-to resource when you're out on the go. To give you an idea, plant-based sources of protein, how to read labels, how to get in and out the grocery store, how to eat out and travel with friends. So the course is an investment in your health, and it's less than what you probably would pay for your deductible for the year. I know it's less than what you pay for your deductible for the year. It's a little bit more than a doctor's visit, but less than a trip to urgent care. So ask your questions about the course or about the 3 mistakes that people make. Otherwise, the kid is out of here. Oh, I got leftovers. I don't have to cook. Need to go to the store and get bread though. I don't want to have spaghetti without toast. Any other questions? And I need to get some fennel when I go over there. Alright, so since y'all ain't got no questions, I appreciate your time. I appreciate your energy today. You know how we do this. If you need help, hit the DM or just book a session. It's super simple. Comment the word me. This course is designed for people like you. Till next time, find your reason to be healthy. Peace.